He takes one step at a time. The way that he moves has no reason or rhyme. That was the clue I gave you last time as to what I'm about to play next, and that was from the Pac-Man Fever soundtrack, dedicated to this game. You may recognize it. Once you see it, it is Frogger. That's right, everybody. We are about to play some Frogger. This was a plug-and-play TV arcade game. I got this a few years ago, of course, really cheap. It's a TV Arcade. You can see that. It's made by Majesco. Of course, it's a Konami game. You can see there's like two little buttons up here, and then there's like a little, that's your start button, that little bitty green button. The left button right there, it doesn't do anything. I don't know what it does. I haven't figured it out. The right button, if you're playing it during the game, every time you press it, you just go straight up. So that's all that does. Of course, there's the joystick. You just move it around. It takes 3 AA batteries, which is very different. Just on a side note, my last game, Wheel of Fortune, it does take 4 AA batteries, kind of almost like the standard for plug-and-play games. But this seems to only have just Frogger on it. There's no variations. There's no other Konami games on there. So we're going to give this a shot and just see how far we can get with it. Let's take a look. Let's check it out. All right, I am at the bottom. If you notice the music, it's very different from what you're used to. There, I got the lady frog, so I'm taking her back to my pad. The music, yeah, it's very different. It's kind of almost generic. It might be something. But the original music they used is like a little Japanese jingle that at the beginning of Frogger that you all know. It's actually comes from Japan. So I don't know if they had any licensing issues with it, so they couldn't use it. I don't know. This is a very good playing version of Frogger. I really like the joystick. It really feels pretty good. Kind of almost arcade-like. I mean, I really like. It doesn't seem to be micro switches. I don't hear any of the switching, but it does feel good. It does feel comfortable, and I really like it. But so for one game, I mean, if they do it right, okay, I'm about to get in the last lily pad. There we go. So as you can see, you know, Frogger, your goal was to get all your frogs to their home up top while dodging the cars, and it gets progressively harder. There'll be snakes up there, and then you'll have to. Some lily pads are going underwater, and then at your home up there, sometimes you'll see alligators, so you won't be able to get in there right away. Sometimes you'll see little insects at your home, so that kind of gives you a little extra points and stuff. But let me reiterate again, this joystick is amazing. It feels so good. I mean, it really does. It's a good playing joystick. So they built this right, for sure, for Frogger. This is very responsive. So I am on second level, getting the frogs up in there. They're all happy and everything, and getting them safely home, and get the lady frogs along the way if I need to. Wink. But anyway, fun game. It came out for the Atari systems. Came out for about every system back in the day, even into the newer systems like Nintendo and Super. I think that was the last game for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis was Frogger. I'm pretty sure. Came out like 96 or 97, something like that. But yeah. Fun little fact is Sega/Gremlin, they kind of published this game from Konami back in the day. And of course, they in turn licensed it to Parker Brothers to distribute on home systems like Atari and stuff. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think at some point, I'm about to be on level 3. I think at some point Konami stepped in and say, hey, this is our game, this is not Sega game, because a lot of people at the time, at some point, thought this was made by Sega, and it was Sega's game, but it wasn't. It was a Konami game. So, Um, they stepped in and said, "Hey, we made this, not Sega." But anyway, I got the little lady frog. We're chilling. See the little alligator right there? You can get on their back. Just don't get in their mouth. Oh, or you'll die, like you do if you hit the trucks there. But that is a monster-looking frog. It's as big as the vehicle, so that's a mutant frog, if I ever seen one. Of course, Frogger is one of the most fell into the water there. Frogger is one of the most influential games around. Ooh, that was close. Of course, if you ever watch Seinfeld, you remember that famous episode where George finds his old high score in Frogger, and he hooks it up, or has it hooked up somehow to a battery pack or something, because he doesn't want to lose the high score, and carries it across the street, literally, trying to get it to, I think, his apartment or Jerry's apartment or something. And of course, the hilarity ensues. But yeah, that was a pretty fun little episode. I mean, you gotta hurry up a little bit. See the time at the bottom, you gotta be careful of that too, your time will run out. But yeah, that was a fun episode of Seinfeld. And of course, Frogger. I remember Saturday Supercade back in the day on CBS. Of course, that was a little block of cartoon animation that had all your favorite arcade hits at the time. You had Kangaroo, Pitfall Harry, Space Ace, Donkey Kong Jr., and Frogger was in this as well. And I remember him, he was like a reporter or something like that, and had to get all the news stories and stuff. So, I mean, if you look at the side art on the arcade machine, you know, he's got a little tie and suitcase, so he's getting ready for work. Maybe they looked at that and said, "Hey, we'll make a full-blown cartoon out of that." Of course, that was one of many arcade cartoons back in the early 80s that I just got up and Saturday morning and watched just like crazy. I loved Pac-Man. I loved the Pac-Man animated series by Hanna-Barbera. A lot of people didn't like it, but there we go, level 3. But I did. I thought it was awesome. And then there was Pole Position, based off the Namco racing game, which I have yet to do yet, but I will. I will get around to that particular plug-and-play system. Let me get my little girlfriend here. All right, gotta be careful. There's a snake. And there's the otters. Looks like otters or beavers or something. I otter know. Anyway. Okay, we are at, I think, level 4, which is good. Like I said, this joystick is really good. No joke. Of course, that music, I don't think that music actually... I don't think that music plays, or any music. It might during the arcade. I'm used to the home versions where no music plays. As you can see, it gets a lot more challenging. Alright, let's get up here. There we go. And another frog home. That snake disappears from the that log. All right. Kind of pick and choose where you're going to go. You just kind of prioritize. One more. Really want to try to get that one in the top corner there. That's kind of a little bit tougher. Because if you scroll across, wasn't even paying attention. But if you scroll across, you'll, like if you're on a log and you scroll off screen, you'll die. Alright, I see you there, Mr. Snake. Alright. I got this. Beautiful. Alright. Level 5. Alright. Or is that it? Alright, there we go. Alright. Maybe a little load time there. There's my honey. Come here, girl. There we go. It's my baby. Alright. There we go. Alright. Good job. Yeah. I reiterate. I reiterate. Game over. I will reiterate. I really like this joystick. I mean, it's very good, very awesome for this game. But let's see here. Do I have a high score? Let me see what the high score is. If I set a good example there. All right. All right. Let's get those letters forming. F-R-O-G-G-E-R, Frogger. All right, let's see what my high score was. 17,050. 20,000 for an extra frog A. Let's go for another one. All right, we're gonna go for one more try. One more run. Let's get this knocked out. Bam. All right, here we go. Ah, I missed that little bug in there. Gives you a little extra points. Ah, missed him again. Alright, let's get it. Perfect. Alright, stage 1. Got 5 frogs too. Very nice. I don't know if the arcade started yet with that many. Alright. See those cars racing along there. Kind of speeding. There's my baby. Alright, let's go, girl. There we go. Alright. Alright, here we go. Watch out for them alligators. Of course, I am playing this on a CRT. Very, very awesome. Love the response time. No lag. Oh, I was trying to get that log before I fell off the edge of the earth there. All right, here we go. Trying to be slick. There we go. That's a huge frog. Like I mentioned earlier, big as the darn automobile. It's like a mutant frog there. How'd you like seeing that thing jumping across the driveway or the freeway? Yeah, I don't know. I'd be like, what the heck? Where are they feeding frogs nowadays? Alright, got my honey. Got my sweetheart. My frog school sweetheart. Alright. Not the highest scoring game, but definitely not the lowest either. Alright, here's my little otter, sea otter, or beaver, or whatever it is. Oh, gosh. Should have jumped there. Okay. See, that log there is the log on that third level, and gotta wait till it goes by and get that dang snake off of it. And my time's kind of... Alright, I got this. Yeah, I got it. Alright, good. Good. Boom, boom, boom. Take your time, Frogger. Alright. Good, good, good. You hadn't had a chance to listen to the Pac-Man Fever soundtrack. It's pretty cool. First time I listened to it was a few years ago. It's perfect 80s nostalgia sound. And I really liked all the songs on it, so it's one of my favorites. It's one I had loaded up on my phone until I got a new one, but I'll load that album back on there. Very cool. By Buckner and Garcia. Just a FYI. Alright, let's get up there. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, let's get one more. Let's see, I got to level 5, I think. My last run. Okay. No. I'm not gonna risk it. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Let's get in there. Perfect. I'm on stage 4. 11,000. I think, what, 17,000 last time. Alright, loading. Loading the next level. Alright, babes. Come here. Alright. Alright. This is a 4-way joystick, so that meaning no diagonals. Oh, I was trying to be slick. Okay. So many hazards this frog has. So many dangers. Alright, here we go. Wanting to try to get, well, I was wanting to try to get that first block, but that will do. Alright. Oh, why did I not go? Game over. I didn't even do as good as I did last time, dang it. I was trying, in my mind, I was sitting there trying to get, hoping that log would come up here and I'd just get up there and get in that, scooting that first one, but it wasn't to be. So my first run was the best. So I might do another gameplay of this since I introduced you guys to this. This is the Frogger TV Arcade, and so I'll try to beat this score. the first one. But anyway, that was Frogger. Like I said, just one game on that. Didn't see anything else. But for the most part, that was a good Frogger game. So it was a pretty good plug-and-play port of it. I really like the joystick. Amazing joystick. So if you find it out there pretty cheap, go for it. I mean, it's hopefully still cheap in the secondary market. But give it a shot. And stay tuned. Next time, I've got another great plug-and-play. This time, no riddles, no games. But I figured I would just show you what's coming up. Yep, that's right. You see that pretty good? Yep. I want to give that a whirl and see how that is. It's the Intellivision plug-in and play TV game console. This came out a while back. This is before their versions of the flashbacks came out, which I've got that up there. Got the Coleco flashback and the Intellivision and an Atari flashback, so I'll get around to those guys. I can only do so much, but it's fun doing it, and it's fun doing it for you guys. So stay tuned and tune in next time, and we will have some fun playing some games, setting some high scores, and just, you know, having fun. And that, why buy all these games if you can't have fun playing them, right? So take care, guys. I'm going to stop recording right now and just enjoy it. Game on.